What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Y'all, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. It's a great day to be alive. Excited to be here with you. This is Speak Your Success in the Morning, and I'm your host, Jonathan Jones. And y'all already know, we can't get the show going, get the show really moving without bringing out my co-host. Come on out here, producer Britt. Talk to the people.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. What's up, Jonathan?
Happy Tuesday. How you feeling? Got you some good night's sleep last night?
Yeah, I've been sleeping good. Like, it's been
Oh,
great. It's been great. Yeah.
oh,
Wish I could
okay.
share it with you, you know? I know you're not getting a
Yeah,
lot of sleep right now. But how'd you sleep?
man. Say, yeah. That's I'm here, man. I literally laid back down
Mm-hmm.
maybe 20 minutes for my alarm had to go. I said, nah, I'm about to get this real quick. I'm about to get this little 20 boy.
No, you don't need those. You need to get up. You need to get up.
No, I need all that thing. I need
Yeah.
I need all that thing. Yeah, but we're
We got the
here.
we got
We're
the
here.
co-host today. We got Ozzy.
Oh, Ozzy entered the chat. Ozzy like,
So
man, whatever.
he's
I'm the
sleep.
star.
He's so
I'm the star. He
sleepy.
looked like it.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
must be nice. So y'all
Mm-hmm.
getting all the sleep over there on that side. That's cool. Good for
Yeah.
y'all. Good
Yeah,
for y'all.
waking
Yeah.
up refreshed, hot water with a little lemon, got some ice water right here. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thanks,
Yeah. Okay.
thanks.
Gonna keep on just
Yeah,
moving.
we're gonna keep on rolling, keep on going. Ow, ow, ow.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, he's so sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. God don't like that. Yeah.
Coco host, you're fired. Okay, so yeah. So let's get straight from the source, right?
Let's
Got a
let's go
message
ahead
for
and
us?
get straight from the source, straight from the source. All right. And one of the things that we have to make sure that we have in 2025, y'all, we got to make sure that we have wisdom, right? What is wisdom? John, what is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge correctly applied. All right? That's it. Wisdom is knowledge correctly applied. So we know better, we do better. And today we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 2, and I'm gonna start from the top at verse 1, and we're gonna go down a little bit. All right, and this is and this text reads, "My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." Y'all, right there in the text is already letting us know the value of wisdom, right? So in the first verse, it's telling us, turn up your ear to wisdom. Too often we come in contact with people who could be potential mentors, maybe parents, maybe adults, somebody that there's a connection with. And these people are trying to share with us insight and trying to help us to make the best decision possible early so that we don't have to fall and stumble and go through some of that hurt, that wear, and that tear because they're trying to give us the game early, right? But we have to make sure that, just like it says in the second part of verse 1, applying your heart to understanding. Because you can try to tell somebody something. And I've tried to tell many people things that sometimes they didn't ask for and they weren't open to receiving it. So then they did not. Right. And it says there that look for it as for silver and search for it as a hidden treasure. So the value of wisdom, right? The value of wisdom is quantified as silver and as treasure. Okay. And I don't want to blow past that last part, and I'm gonna read the rest of the text. But it says, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Imagine if you had the fear of the Lord, which is a healthy respect for the Lord God Almighty. And then when you found that knowledge of knowing more about God, knowing who God is, knowing what God is capable of, then you know that's valuable right there, right? That's something that you don't want to squander off. All right, now let me go ahead and pick up right after that. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. I'm gonna read that part one more time because we can't blow past that, y'all. We can't play with the word of God. It says, for the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth cometh knowledge, and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless, for he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you understand what is right and just and fair in every good path. Okay. For wisdom will enter your heart and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Y'all, let's just take time and let's really get clear on this right here. Okay. Because if wisdom is valuable as treasure, as silver, and God is willing to give it to us, one, we got to make sure that we're open to receiving it, right? Got to make sure we're open to receiving it, but also we're always on alert, right? If somebody was to tell you, hey, such and such, somebody lost $100 out here. Okay, I was out in the field, I was working. Somebody lost $100 out here. Your attention and your antennas are going to be up more than they were before because you know and understand that there's something of value that's on the ground. So you're going to be looking for it, and that's what the text is telling us here. Like, be on the lookout for wisdom because God will give it to you, right? And then even further than that, he holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk blameless. What does it look like to walk blameless? It looks like you to operate in the knowledge and the information of God. And if you're walking in his way, right? You're walking in the guidance that he has provided for you, then that means what? He's going to cover you. He's going to protect you. It's one thing for you to try to do life on your own terms. And I've been there, right? Doing things I had no business doing, going places I had no business going. And then when my parents would call me and ask me, hey, John, where are you? And then I would get quiet because I wouldn't want to let them know where I was because I knew I had no coverage. I knew I had no covering in those places and doing those things. But knowing that if God is covering you because you're following his book, right? You're following and operating in what he told you to operate in and going where he told you to go, you have no worry. You can be blameless. You will be protected. As the text says, he will protect the faithful ones. And then you will understand what is right, what is just, and what is fair. The Bible talks about living life or having life more abundantly. And what does more abundantly mean? It means being able to enjoy the fullness, being able to enjoy the completeness of it, right? Having all the benefits that come with it. And we're able to enjoy and we're able to do those things when we're operating in right relationship with what is right, when we're operating with what is just and what is fair. So I want you to think today, just as you go throughout your as you go out throughout the rest of this morning, as you go through the rest of the evening, but for you, for doing things right, and understanding what could the benefits look like for you right now where you are in your day-to-day life, right? Could it look like you walking with a little bit more peace? Could it look like you having and being able to operate from a place of joy? Could it look like you being able to love others well? Could it look like you just being more free and not feeling bound or not feeling weighed down to some of the decisions that you might have been making because you knew prior you weren't walking free, you weren't walking light, you weren't walking upright? Family, today, value wisdom. Today, search for it as if it's treasure because it does have that value. And that was our time today in Proverbs chapter 2. We started from verse 1 and went down to verse 10. And that is straight from the source this morning. Y'all, this is Speak Your Success in the Morning. And we will be right back after this quick commercial break. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. What's going on, family? What's going on? Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. We are 10 minutes after the hour, and y'all, it is an amazing day to be here with you all. Let's go and get this thing rolling. Producer Britt, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where
I
you
need you
at?
to
Where
check your phone or do not disturb. I mean, I'm trying to text you. Trying to tell you something.
Producer Britt, I'll still respond back.
No, I
I
already
seen
texted
your
you
text.
twice and I had to call
I,
you.
I seen your text. I seen your text.
This ain't nothing.
Acting up
Say
in front of mixed
something.
company.
Say something.
Acting up in front of mixed company
Say
is crazy.
something. No,
It's
I'm not.
crazy.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you still ain't said nothing.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right. So communication is key. All right, guys. So I went down, okay, with Jonathan, a few things. So, one, I'm excited for what I saw scrolling. I got some good stories today. Two, I went down a rabbit hole yesterday,
Mm.
and I just got to tell you about it. I really do.
Bugs Bunny, rabbit hole. Okay.
Yes, because it was crazy. It was crazy. I got 5 iPads. Hold on, let me switch to this one. So I went down this rabbit hole. I was on TikTok. I love a good scroll on TikTok. And so I seen this article, or I seen this post, and it said something about Carrie Underwood. And I was like, okay, I know Carrie Underwood, American Idol.
We
Her
know
name
her.
is
We know her.
her name is hot right
Mhm.
now because American Idol just ended, and so she's a judge on there. Whatever. So I just want you to go down this journey with me for a little bit because this is very important, okay, guys? Because this is how people can. This is a story of how people can be gullible. Two, it is how AI is in the news, okay? And it's producing news, and the news is being broadcasted. People are believing it, and it's just unsafe. It's unsafe. It's unsafe. So, we are going to start with TikTok. Okay, Jonathan. So, I was on my TikTok. Hold
Tick
on, let me
tock,
get
tick
to.
tock.
Okay, yeah. Let me get to. Okay, Carrie Underwood, Beyonce.
So apparently, Carrie Underwood has dropped out of the largest country music festival because she found out she'll be
Lord knows
Okay,
sharing the stage with
so
Beyonce.
I'll have to
Allegedly,
mute
she
it
mentioned that
on here. Okay, so on here, this woman right here is talking about Carrie Underwood dropped out of the largest music festival for country. Okay, there's no name for it. There's no location for it, Jonathan. It's just the largest country music festival. Okay.
Mm.
And keep in mind, the Country Music Awards just happened here in Frisco, Texas. Okay. Actually, no, one of the contractors that was out there. Shout out Zach.
Do you?
So,
Oh, shout out Zach. Zach
yeah, shout
attack.
out Zach. Shout
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
Zach.
yeah, yeah.
So, um, yeah, so there's just nothing being said about this large country music award, right? So I saw this post right here. So I'll just play a little bit of her clip.
this is a real thing is crazy. A, there is not a single credible media source. Actually, I can't find a single media source at all, just this Facebook page.
So, to her point, I saw this post, but without her in it. And so there's other people saying Carrie Underwood won't share the stage with Beyonce, but this is the original post right here. Okay. And like I told you, Jonathan, let me see if I go this way. Yeah. So, like I told you, Jonathan, this post right here has 120,000 likes.
Yikes.
Okay, 10,000 um comments,
Mm.
3,000, about around 4,000 favorites, and around 1,000 reposts. Okay.
Jesus.
So why is that important? One, it's important because this page is probably being monetized at this point. So they're making
Mm.
money off of this post. Two,
Yeah.
if you go in the comments right here, you're seeing, I don't blame her. Any respectful country artist would do the same. Carrie
Jesus.
Underwood has a better voice than Beyonce. We won't get into that, okay?
Oh,
But
yeah.
most of us stand with you, Carrie. She knows she'll be upstage. There's some people
Mm-mm.
that are on Beyonce's side. Who is Carrie Underwood? So proud of you, Carrie. You're a real country western star. So people are really, falling for this. And so, rule number one, okay, well, not rule number one, but the first thing I noticed immediately, Jonathan, look at the picture.
I'm looking.
It's AI. It's AI picture of Carrie Underwood. This is not Carrie Underwood, guys. This is not a real picture of
Huh.
Carrie Underwood. You would have been fooled, right?
I'm looking. I mean, it looks like a picture on the red carpet. So
It
yeah,
looks like a picture, but it's
it's looking real.
not. It's
It's
looking
looking
real.
real.
So,
Mm.
and then Jonathan, I go to this country talks. I was like, okay, let me find this. I got a degree. I'm a broadcast journalism, emerging media. So I was like,
uh,
let me do some digging. So
yeah, a little dig. Get the shovel.
I did a little digging, and then I went to Facebook. So
Uh-huh.
let's go to Facebook right here, Country Talks. And so I found the Facebook page, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All
Ooh.
women secretly work for the FBI. Okay, because you can find
Oh God.
anything.
Oh God.
So I look at it. This was just an hour ago. I refreshed and looked at it this morning. Yada yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. This is what they put out 7 hours ago. Da 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 da. So it's gonna take you a while to find that one with Carrie
Mm-hmm.
Underwood.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Okay, so here I type in on Google Carrie Underwood country backs out of country music festival. So
Uh-huh.
boom, what does it take me to? It takes me to the I'm supposed to take me to the post. Hold on. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, there we go. It takes me to the post that we saw on TikTok. Okay, cool. Whatever. Same post. Now I know, okay, these people on Facebook too. Okay.
Mm.
And then this on Facebook, Jonathan, it has over
Oh.
110,000
Oh my goodness.
likes. Okay,
That
so
that would make me think credible. That made me think credible news outlet.
exactly. And so then it has
Gee.
over 6,000 shares.
Oh my
And then
God.
if you go in the comments, glad to see it. Highly recommend. I mean, yeah, highly unlikely that she said that. I mean, have you seen some of her costumes? Beyonce is literally on tour for the rest of the summer. Blah blah blah. Y'all making stuff up for clickbaits. It's nice to see that some people are in the chat. I mean, in the comments, and they're saying like, this is not real. Yada yada yada. Why is Beyonce even performing? I commend her for standing.
Mm.
That one right there got me, that Destiny Parker. I commend her for standing up for her beliefs and doing the right thing for not being on the stage with Beyonce. That's so crazy. So
Oh
crazy.
Lord.
And so, they should take
People
Beyonce out so Carrie should stay. Like, I'm like, what in the world is going on, Jonathan? It's just
stirring
crazy.
the pot. Somebody stirring the pot.
And so, okay, and so with that being said, so I go back here, and then I'm like, who is writing this article? So I go to Threads, okay? And here we go. Here's the same post again. And so I'm like, okay, here it is
Mm.
again. Yes. And so I'm like, here it is again, same picture, yada, yada, yada. Now I got a link. I got one person right here. And then she said, in the post, it says that, I don't want to be around. Carrie Underwood said, I'm simply a country girl, said Carrie. I don't do well around all those half-naked dancers with hats on pretending their country. So,
Oh gosh.
bold thing to
Shots
say,
fired.
AI Carrie. Bold thing to say, AI
Shots
Carrie.
fired.
Shots fired. So, if you click this link right here, normally, that would take you to the news source. First of all, this website is ad heavy, okay? It's ridiculous. So
Because they getting that traction. They
they
trying to
getting
get that
the
bread.
traction, or they're trying to, and it's all
Man.
fake. It's all fake. So one, Carrie Underwood backs out of summer's largest country festival after hearing she'd be sharing the stage with Beyonce. There's
Mm.
no okay. Now keep in mind, guys, there's no author. Okay, there's certain things that you have to look at when you're reading articles. There's no author. This thing is way too ad heavy. Yes, that's a real picture of Beyonce.
How you know? How you know?
Oh, don't do that. And then there's another picture of Beyonce,
Oh. Cowboy
but
Carter.
there's just no I read the article, and there's just no truth to this article. It just talks about how Carrie doesn't want to be on the stage with her, and the festival, which
Mm.
had been eagerly anticipated for months, was set to feature a blend of country legends, rising stars, and surprise guest appearances. So normally, if you are already have this festival and up headlines,
Mhm. Mhm.
in the roster, you would name those people, but these people
Oh, yeah,
aren't
yeah,
being
yeah.
named, so it's like, what? That's a red flag. And
Mm.
so Jonathan, and so now I'm like, okay, let me see if they have any other articles. So I go here, ad heavy. Oh my gosh. So I go here, and this was today. Yesterday, it was a whole bunch of other stuff on here. Oh, excuse me. It was a whole bunch of other stuff on here. So you got LeBron, just
Oh.
just just crazy stuff.
Got some,
Crazy
they got some racy headlines right there. Some real
crazy
racy headlines.
outrageous stuff. Rihanna associated with Diddy. You got the Detroit Lion coach. You got Diddy, Cardi B. You got Steve Harvey crying about a secret. I mean,
Mm.
just
Mm,
literally
mm,
the most
mm.
outrageous things that you could imagine. And so I
Yes.
go back to, I will go back here, and this is where it got crazy, Jonathan, right here. So I go here, and I'm like, what is this person saying? Da, da, da. Okay, this is 24 minutes ago.
She's cranking them out. She's cranking them
So
out.
this 24 minutes ago, 10 hours ago. First of all, how is this? This is not. First of all, that's not a real picture of Jalen Hurts.
I'm about to say the square that the way his head, it looked like his head is stretched out, and time
Yes.
cover don't look like time ain't that long.
And
Okay.
so back to the Carrie Underwood thing. So Carrie Underwood secretly paid a needy man's rent for a
Oh,
year. So look at the picture. Like, yes, this is a real picture of Carrie Underwood. That's a real picture of Carrie Underwood.
that's
This
like
right
from
here,
American Idol or something, though.
this is not a real picture of Carrie Underwood hugging these people, hugging these AI. Look at the face. Look at the face. That
Is
is
that even
not.
is that
Oh my
even the
god.
same man in both photos?
No.
That ain't even the
There
same
you
man.
go.
That's
That's
not
not
the
even the
same
same. That
family.
ain't even the same family.
Oh
So
man.
this is just ridiculous. And then it gets worse, Jonathan. Look at this one.
Carrie Underwood. I didn't know she was in Get Out. That looked like Get Out.
That looked like the wax figure of Carrie Underwood. This is my favorite one right here. Jalen Hurts discovered his old janitor still working at 79 years old and surprises everyone during a visit at his old high school. NFL star Jalen Hurts was shocked to find his beloved janitor, Mr. Williams, still working there. And you click on the picture. Boy, that is not Jalen Hurts. That
So
janitor
Jalen Hurts
ain't.
put on a replica jersey to go show up.
And then
The
on top of
jersey,
that,
the jersey that didn't it got a number on one of them. Don't got a
the
number on
jer
the other.
there
Oh,
you go. But
oh
two
God.
people commented on it. And then if you scroll down, you just see, people are looking at the post. There's 409 people that follow this person. And
Oh
then it
my
was one
goodness.
post up here. I was trying to see. It
See,
had
it's
about
cranking it out.
it had about 200. I think it was a Jalen Hurts post actually. But the Jalen Hurts post, it had
Mm.
about 200 200 likes on it, or 20,
Yikes.
23 or something like that. But it was just crazy. It's just crazy. None of this stuff is real.
Oh
I
my
looked up at
goodness.
least like 3 of these stories, and none of these stories are real, Jonathan. And so,
Jesus.
so back to,
Putting out that feel good content.
yes.
Bro, making
So,
up that feel good content.
yeah. So just back to the fact that this woman believes it. So if we go to her comments, now keep in mind, she has, okay, I gotta go shift the other way. She has over 19,000 likes
Mm.
on this video. She has over 2,000 comments. She has just about 1,000 favorites, and then she has well over 700 reposts.
Oh my
So
goodness.
this was 16 hours ago that she made this post.
Oh
The
wow.
fact that you're putting this information out, everybody, she ain't no diva. That's something that Beyonce says. Carrie is from American Idol. Beyonce is Beyonce. What you cannot compare, cannot compete. Beyonce don't care who invited Carrie Underwood to the music festival anyway. She
Oh,
can't compete. She definitely intimidated. It goes on, it goes on, it
oh
goes
my
on, it goes
goodness.
on. And then you have someone like her right here, King Kylie. She's saying, oh my gosh, whoever made this should be sued. How crazy people are, believe things blindly. This post is so right on. People just make stuff up.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that,
Man.
like, this is where we are now, y'all. This is where we are.
Wow. People
This is
stirring the
where we
pot.
are. So on this lovely, yeah, people are stirring the pot. People are stirring the pot, and it just keeps going. Yeah.
Here's what I have
It
to
just
say.
keeps.
Jesus.
It just keeps going, and it just keeps going, and it just. That's my song.
Beyonce said she will not be denied. She said, I will not be denied.
She said, "You will play my music. We can't play your song, Beyonce. We cannot play that." So, end all be all. That
Mm-mm.
is that was so crazy. And I went
That's
down a
wild.
rabbit hole for like 20 minutes finding all that stuff and like really fact checking and looking, because like you type into Google Carrie Underwood, like, yeah, she's Carrie Underwood, and
Mhm.
I'm not her biggest fan, right, and I used to be, but her recent comments and things that she's been saying, eh, you know,
What she what
it's
she what she been what she been saying, producer Bree? What she been talking about?
it's just like, her comments about, just the black culture, and
Mm.
they're not, not anything that we need to talk about. If you want to know about it, go look it up. Okay. So do
From a credible
your
source.
research. Do
From a
your
credible source,
research.
y'all.
Yeah,
From
do
a
your
credible
research. Do your research. And so yeah, they did some jokes on the Country Music Awards, not this year, but a couple years ago. And it was very
Mm.
tacky, very tasteless. And so to that point, sure, whatever. She makes bad comments, but no one deserves fake stories being put out about them. And to the fact that people are making money off the fake stories, people are believing the fake stories, people are commenting on the fake stories, people are
Lord, Lord, Lord.
taking the information from the fake story, making their own video, making their own content from the fake stories. And it's just not credible. Better off, it's just not real, Jonathan. It's
Dang,
not real.
that's
So
crazy.
we got people on ChatGPT in the middle of the night in a dark corner, in a dark hole, in a basement somewhere, using their $20 a month to make these ChatGPT stories, having these fake websites with these unlimited ads on it, getting all
Pop,
this
pop, pop, pop,
clickbait.
pop up, pop up.
Exactly. And they're just, people are making money off of this stuff.
Producer Britt,
Because
it's hard out here. People trying to make money. Somebody, trying to make $1 out of 2 cents. People trying to make money. They trying to, by any means necessary.
no, but that's not what we're doing here. That's not what we're doing. That's not the point. The point is that you should not be doing that, because one, if Beyonce and Carrie Underwood really wanted to, they could pin down to who's doing that, and they could sue that person for
Ye-
well, Carrie Underwood could sue that person for defamation because
Mm.
because that's not real. And that has something to do with her image and her character. Because who knows? There could be a large country music festival coming out. But did she back out of it? I'm pretty sure she didn't.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
ooh.
So
Oh, I didn't
it's
know, Producer Britt. I didn't know Thursday you in here doing law talk. You
no,
using the
I ain't doing law talk.
legal
I'm just
terms,
no,
everything.
I'm
Okay.
doing teach
Defamation,
me. I'm
lawsuit.
just doing Teach Me Tuesday, and
Oh,
I'm
big
teaching the
words.
people
Big
just
words.
defamation at the age of 32 should not be a big word.
Hey, you know the general population for the reading level is continuing to drop. At one point, it was like third grade, and I don't believe it's getting any better,
I
especially with
don't
us
believe
shutting
it
down
is.
schools. Yeah,
Whew, man, that's a whole different thing right there.
baby
But
still can't read.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that no, these sources and these news outlets and
Mm,
these pages that people are following, please make sure that you find something that is credible. And you're like, Brittany, what's credible? uh the news. Watching the news on the TV,
mm.
CNN, MSNBC, PolitiFact, Associated Press, Politico, your New York Times, even though you got to pay for them if you online.
You sure
um
do. They let you scroll by halfway down the page. Speaking
hey,
success in the morning,
you pay
incredible
for
because
you
we
pay
got
for
people
it
that
you pay for it, it's
look
gonna be real. Okay.
and do their
And
research.
you said what?
I said, speaking success in the morning, incredible because you do the research. You research the
Yeah,
story before you
yeah,
put them
yeah.
out.
But,
Yeah.
I get my news from a credible source. And I'm saying,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just make sure that you're in a cycle of going through a credible source to get your information. Even on TikTok. I'm a TikTok person. I love TikTok. I probably spend a lot of time on TikTok, I decompress on
Mm.
TikTok sometimes. Sometimes I will rot in bed and I will just scroll, scroll, scroll.
Oh
And,
wow.
I'll scroll into the lady. She'll be like, hey, you're scrolling too much.
I've
And
never I've never seen that.
yeah, you got
I
to
have
get on
never.
there. You got to
How
really
much do
get
you
in
have to
it.
scroll to see that?
I don't even know. I have no
That's
idea. But
crazy.
I be on there. I be
Wow.
scrolling just like that. So she'd be, hey, are you scrolling too much? It's time to take a break. So it'd be so crazy. It'd be so funny. But to that point, whatever I see on TikTok, whatever I see on Instagram, I make sure that I go to whatever news outlet that I trust and I look up that story to get to make sure that it's true and I fact check
Good.
it. And so, I think we're in a era where we need to be fact checking, guys. Headlines do not mean you read an article.
Man.
Headlines means that you just fell for clickbait. So, um so I just wanted to go
That's
through
true.
that and make everyone aware that AI is out here producing news stories, and they are using AI pictures. They are using real names. They have websites. They have threads. I'm not. I didn't sign into my Twitter on my iPad, so that's a whole different thing. I would have went down the Twitter role, but I
Twitter
did
got
not.
bots.
I know. And so, yeah, so that I just wanted to bring that to your attention, Jonathan, because it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's good because we are in an age, just like you said, where they're putting out stories. They even have Instagram accounts with
Mhm.
AI, like women and stuff, and
Mhm.
people be like getting into. We're not gonna get into that, but people be getting into that. But that's not my
Mhm.
business. Yeah, that's not my business. So yeah, you got to be careful, man. It's just a different time. I
Yeah,
guess you
it's a
still can go
different
and buy
time.
the newspaper if you want to, old school. You
You
go
can
buy
buy
the
the
newspaper,
newspaper.
read it,
Yes, you
buy a Time
can.
magazine, go to the grocery store in the magazine section.
Magazines are like $6 and up. But get you a magazine subscription if you really love one. But guys, I hope you learned something today. Make sure you do your research on your articles and on videos and just information that you see online because it's really important because you could consume that and then you could also spread that. So you don't
Mm.
want to spread rumors, okay? We're not in high school, all right? So make sure that you know what you're talking about whenever you talking about it, okay? As my mama would say. So, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with more Speak Your Success in the Morning.
Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting-edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results-driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals. Your skin deserves the very best. Speak Your Success Morning family. What's going on, y'all? We're currently 36 minutes after the hour. Today is Tuesday and it's May 20th. Y'all, we are, well, I'm excited. Producer Britt, come on back out here. Come on back out here. But I'm excited because tonight, real playoff basketball is about to happen, Producer Britt.
I thought the game didn't come on till Wednesday.
Nah, they got 2 games. One is coming on tonight.
Who's
One is
tonight?
coming on tomorrow. Tonight we got the Timberwolves. Got the Timberwolves and the Thunder. Got them young gunners going head to head tonight. Yeah.
I think
Got Shy.
Timberwolves gonna take
Yeah.
that. I
You
think
think so? At home. Well, at home. So I mean, So
okay.
hey, you know that it's hey, I'm excited now. Playoff basketball.
I'm excited. I love playoff basketball.
Hey. Finally, just like what you was talking about too, got some new faces out there. Got some new faces.
New
Got some new
faces. That's what I'm
teams.
saying. New
It's time.
faces.
Yeah,
I
come on, new
love it.
faces.
I love the new faces. Honestly, I really
Come on,
do.
fresh faces.
And this is the first time that the what is this? Is the conference final, the semifinals won't be played in Texas or California.
Where do they be pulling these stats? They
I
be
don't know
making
what
up.
type of
They
AI
be
crazy
making
system that the NBA has. Remember when they introduced
Oh God.
Watson to us? Remember those Watson commercials when they used to say, pull this from this player? You remember that, the robot? They had the
I have
commercials.
no idea. No, I do
You
not remember
don't
that
remember
commercial.
Watson?
Watson? What is that?
Look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up. But
Yeah.
Watson? No, I don't remember. But
It was
like
like
it always
it's like a real robot. And you
I'll
can
pull it up in a
say,
second.
pull up, I don't know, dribble techniques from Steph Curry, and it'll pull all of them, like all the video.
Watson?
Yes.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull
Just
it up.
type
I'll
in
pull
like
it up.
NBA Watson. Yes, I remember those commercials. But yeah, I just love the new faces, fresh faces for the NBA right now. Because we have to get used to it. We have to get used to it.
What? Got to get used to fresh faces?
Yeah, LeBron is old.
Well, I
Steph
mean, yeah,
Curry's on his
LeBron
old.
about
So
to get out of here.
yeah, so we
Yeah,
have fresh
LeBron
faces.
about to get out of here. Oh, Charity in the chat. CWQ, what up, Charity?
What's up, Charity? Good
Yeah, because
morning.
you got what's it called?
Timberwolves. All right, girl.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Because what? LeBron about to get out of here in about the next 5 years, next 3 years. Yeah, Steph probably got about 5 more years. KD going down
Steph's
the
already
line, man.
37. I don't know.
I mean, but he's a shooter though. He's a
We
shooter.
talked
I
about
know
this offline. That man runs around like crazy.
that's fine. When great players get older, they just alter the game a little bit. He'll be fine. He'll be a Klay Thompson, just spot up shooter. Spot up shooter.
I highly doubt that.
Chris Paul is still in the league.
Yeah.
What you mean? So if Chris Paul can still be in the league,
He
Steph
also
Curry
gets
can
hurt,
still be in the
too.
league. Chris Paul gets hurt because that's that bad karma. That boy played dirty. That's why Chris Paul be getting hurt. Chris Paul always been dirty. That's another story for another day. Anyway.
I'm like, what are you talking about right now?
You ain't never heard that? You've never
Yeah, I know that he's a dirty player, but
everybody
I'm
call
saying
him dirty.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why that man get hurt, man. Anyway, we can keep on moving, producer Britt. We can keep on moving.
You
What
brought
you
up
look?
the game.
I'm talking about keep on moving past Chris Paul. I'm looking forward though. I'm looking forward to seeing them Knicks and them Pacers because that's gonna be a physical game. That's gonna be a physical game. Jalen Brunson, Mr. Clutch out there, Carl Anthony Towns stepping up. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man. Excited to have 4 teams that actually want to win. Okay, they want to
I
win.
think every team wants to win.
Put James Harden out there. He'll show you somebody who don't want to win. Actually,
James Harden just don't show up. I don't understand him.
he'd be at the club mentally. He at the club physically. He at the club. Okay. Yeah, that's where James and his beard are. Anyway,
that is hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna get into my scrolling situation here.
Scrolling situation with producer Britt.
Oh, boy, didn't get no sleep. What do you got energy? So
Hop back in the bed.
So first of all, have you seen this? So
Talk about it.
this is a large sculpture in the middle of Times Square in New York, and it has been the rage online. So it's a 12-foot statue of an anonymous Black woman, casually dressed with a natural expression on her face, in her hands, and on her hips, installed last month. And this piece, grounded in the stars, was produced in 2023 by Thomas J. Price, a London based sculptor, who wrote in 2020 that his work aimed to show that if you're a Black person being represented in sculpture, you don't have to be an athlete or strike a pose or fulfill an expectation. So people on TikTok, some people on TikTok are just so ignorant. They're just, I'm a Black woman and I don't look like this.
Oh, God.
You just proved the point.
She's named the anonymous Black woman. Like,
some of this, you just proved the point. He's not saying that, she got braids.
I mean, yeah.
Keep in mind,
at least,
y'all. Keep in mind, if you've
thing.
ever seen the process of sculpting, this is very detailed. This takes a lot of time. This right here takes, I don't even want to say years, but it could take years. It could take years. But I appreciate art. Okay, I love a good crazy charity. Okay, I appreciate art. Okay, so when I go to the art museum, I love a good art museum. Okay, I love a good sculptor exhibit. I love the details. I can't tell you about the painting strokes and how they make me feel and things like that, but I appreciate a good painting. I appreciate a good exhibit. And it's nice to see, what the artist is trying to say. And what the artist is trying to say here, based off what he wrote, if people would actually read, he said he said that if you're a Black person represented in sculpture, you don't have to be an athlete or strike a pose or fulfill an expectation. So with that being said, let's just say our newest Black sculpture out there right now is who? Coach Dawn Stanley. What does she have to achieve? She had to achieve something to get a sculpture.
Not the Coach Dawn Staley. Yeah.
She had to achieve something to get something. Whereas he's saying you do not have to do that as Black. We don't have to do that as Black people. We should have sculptures of us being us.
Representation.
It matters. Okay. So for all the people on TikTok that disagree with what the girl looked like, it don't matter what she looked like. It's a sculpture for us, by us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I would say appreciate the 12-foot lady. Okay. Cause I would go take a picture with her if I was in New York.
Appreciate you were thought of. You were thought of.
Yeah. Instead of somebody saying, "Oh, finally, Michael Jordan, he got 6 rings. Let's give him something. Oh, Shaq. Oh, D Wade. All these You
It's
don't
true.
have to fulfill an expectation to get a
Mm,
sculpture. White people get sculptures just because they get them.
mm.
So it's like, hello, hello, wake up, wake up. It's
Say,
not to
whoa.
say that black women, all black women look like this. It's to just give us a representation of ourselves. And in my opinion, I like a pose. Okay, 2 second
Sta-
hands on the hip,
She stand on
braids.
business. She stand
She
on business.
stand
That's
up.
the stand on business pose. She stand on business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lips a little pursed out. I like it.
So we
You
know they
know?
real. So we know they real.
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
detail on the eye, the detail on the eyebrows. I mean, it takes a
Uh,
lot to do a sculpture, and I just hate the fact that people are just tearing it apart because I don't look like that. I don't look like that. You black, okay? And that's what he's trying to say. That's what he's trying to say. He said, "You're a black woman just like her. You're a black woman just like her." Okay, I
Fair
ain't
enough.
saying that you look like her. I'm just saying here is a representation for us by us. Okay,
For the culture. For the
for the culture.
culture. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I had to say my 2 cents on that because I
I
was like,
seen it.
this is
Producer Britt
really
turned to
he
preacher Britt.
that hit me. It hit that was a really making me mad. Okay, so I don't know if you saw, you know how yesterday you said that Texas people we really don't stand for a lot. Well, y'all out here escaping in New Orleans, and it was
Wow.
11 it was
Y'all is crazy.
11 inmates that escaped, and they're getting them. Okay, they are really getting them because they ain't going nowhere.
Mm.
They're probably going to see their friend, going to their mama house, going,
Okay.
you're not going far away, okay, for you not to be caught. So they got the fourth one. And now 6 remain.
Mm.
I've been following this story, day by
Uh,
day. But yeah, that's what y'all do out there, huh? That's what
Hold
y'all
on,
do.
wait. Producer Britt, is this a credible news source? You got this from a credible news source?
Nah, it's on the news. It's headline news.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
headline news. It is headline
Oh,
news, sir.
Louisiana. Stop making me look bad, baby.
Yeah,
Stop making me look
Louisiana.
bad. Come on,
Yeah.
Louisiana. Get it together.
That's crazy. But I think that they were at, no, it doesn't say in this one where they were. But yeah, East New Orleans. Okay, days after a mass breakout. And it was so funny. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not funny. But it was the video of them leaving escaping the jail. It was it was hilarious. It was funny because they were just running out. They were just
The
running
v-
out. They were
them
running out of
them
the
videos would be
jail.
so wild. I used to have this fascination with watching like the prison shows. So I get it. I get it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but I would just be so
Oh,
fat. I'm like,
I
wow,
got it.
these
Uh-huh.
prison workouts and these boys is toe up. Like it was. I can't make it make sense.
That is funny. Okay. We all grew up on Sesame Street, right?
Sesame
Baby
Street.
Jones on
Hey,
Sesame Street.
of course he does. That boy love
That's what I'm
Elmo.
saying. The
Love
gift
Elmo.
that keeps on giving. Okay, Big Bird, Elmo, Cookie Monster, count. We got them all. Okay.
One, two.
So Netflix, I mean, I'm sorry, yes,
Mm-hmm.
Netflix. So Netflix and Sesame Street have inked a deal. Okay, I tried very, 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 very hard, y'all, to find what the deal was as far as the dollar amount, but I could not find it. Maybe it'll come out later. But so the deal ensures that new episodes of Sesame Street, which is going to be their 56th season,
Jesus. Oh,
Jonathan, 56th season, okay? So that is a blessing. I love that for them because we grew
yeah.
up watching it. Now your kids is watching it. And
Yeah.
then I think my mama was watching it. Maybe. Yeah, yeah,
56.
my mama was watching it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So the deal ensures that new episodes of Sesame Street will be available on Netflix and PBS simultaneously. So
Mm,
we don't have to wait like Hulu. Hulu be on the next day. It's going to be on the same day,
wow.
providing free access to the show for children. So this partnership aims to provide educational programming for children to ensure the financial stability of the Sesame Workshop. Okay, love this
Dang.
for Sesame Street. I mean, they have anybody and everybody on there. I think it's like a staple once you become a
Mm-hmm.
star. Is, hey, are you going to Sesame Street? You going to
Get to
Sesame
pull up on
Street?
Sesame Street. And
You got to pull up on
what
Sesame Street.
and one thing that was crazy, I was wondering why, but I saw Elmo put on LinkedIn, he put out like
Oh,
his
did you follow
resume.
him? Uh huh.
Yeah, he put out like his resume
That
saying
is
that he was, that he
funny.
was out of work, and now he can update his LinkedIn resume
That
because
is
now he ain't out
funny.
of work no more.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
crazy. I'm like, boy,
Who's your
Elmo.
favorite character on Sesame Street?
I mean, for me, it used to be Big Bird, Big Bird. I rock with Big
I was a
Bird.
fan of Big Bird. I was a fan of Big
Yeah,
Bird too.
Big Bird for sure,
Yeah.
Big Bird. But now
I also like Cookie Monster.
I'm about to say Elmo's a new favorite now. Elmo's a new favorite for me.
I mean, Elmo's, he's staple.
Tickle me
He's a
Elmo.
staple.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So I saw this. Actually saw this morning. So it says Walgreens has saved over $500 million using robots to
Mm.
fill prescriptions. So it can be a little misleading, because they are using the robots at the facility centers, but still using
Uh,
pharmacists in the stores. Just to so so I guess it could be like a bittersweet moment, but I'm just happy to say that they aren't bringing the robots in the store. I hope we don't get there because
you don't think so?
I don't want to walk up to the counter and the robot ask me what is your prescription. I don't want that.
They ain't gonna have to ask you. They gonna read your mind.
Oh god.
They gonna tap in. They like, oh, producer Britt. Oh,
I just think that's weird. So
oh,
I like the fact that on the back end that's okay, and then you obviously have the people that service the robots and all that good stuff. But this could be misleading if you read it a certain way, because you'd be like, oh no, they're in the stores, and then the picture got they got the robot in the stores filling the
oh, so you old
support.
school. You want that customer service. You want to talk to a person.
I
That's,
always
that's
want to talk to a person, even when I call somebody on the phone. I do not want to talk to a
mm.
automated messaging system. That is
Oh.
annoying. Okay,
So you never do self checkout? You want to talk to somebody?
nah.
Really? You don't never do self check? Oh, you ain't gonna bag your own groceries?
Are you? Because you already know this. Are you just trying to get me to say this? Because no, I
I
do
don't.
not.
We having a conversation. The people don't know.
I
I
do
don't.
not do self checkout. If you at work, you working. When I come to the grocery store, I can buy Jonathan. I can buy a pack of mints, okay? And if I will stand in line, I will stand in line. I don't care.
What?
I don't care. You're not. Nope. 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 I'm
You
not
gonna you gonna
doing.
check these groceries? You gonna bag these groceries?
No, it's
Okay.
just you gonna do your job. You gonna do your job. I'm not gonna do your job for you. And then when you get over there in the self checkout, if you have too many, and then you try to bag everything, and then you can't take the bag off till you pay, and they'd be like, put the bag back on there, and it's like, okay, you know what? So that's where I stopped. I was like, never again. I'll just wait.
Mm.
I'll just wait. I will just wait. I'll just wait.
Oh
Or,
man, I
my
love
mama
it.
taught me a trick. If you got something about one or two items, just head up to the customer service. Be like,
Oh
hey
yeah,
girl,
yeah, 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 for sure.
can you check me out real quick? Yeah.
Definitely customer service all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
But
hit up
nah,
customer
I do
service.
not do self checkout for that reason, because I'm here. I'm already pushing the cart, putting the stuff in there. You gonna ring this up, baby. I tell you that right now.
Mm. Stand
Yeah,
on
yeah,
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Standing
Okay.
on it always. Okay. So so a different world.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. The fictional Hillman College that we all love and we all wanted to go to, that Bill Cosby gave us. So, did you know that they are doing a spinoff of the show, Jonathan?
Are they? I feel like I
They
heard it. I
they
wanna
are.
I wanna see. I just wanna see.
Okay, so Netflix has reported a cast of 6 actors for a Different World spinoff pilot is in the works. Okay, the spinoff will
Hmm.
follow Dwayne, of course, and Whitley, of course, their daughter at Hillman College. Debbie
Mm.
Allen, who is a producer and director of the original series, is also involved in the reboot. Okay, so these
Hmm.
are the actors that they have now.
Hmm.
I don't know who they are.
I don't either.
But yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Oh,
what do
now
you
I do
think?
I
What are you
do know
thinking?
I do know this actor right here, this young lady right here. She's the daughter of Tisharna Arnold. Pam.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What
Yeah,
are you
yeah, yeah.
are you what you think? You think it's gonna be a hit? Where we landing on it?
I don't
You
know. I honestly just don't know. They doing all these reboots and all these
Mm.
sometimes I just don't understand it. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I
What
really don't. What do you think?
I was about to ask you, what reboot has been a success? Like, what reboot has been done that has come back? Well, I guess you could kind of say Fresh Prince with Bel Air. I guess you could say that.
You could say
Um,
the Connors, Roseanne. They started a while ago, and they just did their final season. They probably did
mm,
an extra 7 8 years off that spinoff.
but they also had the cast. Like that was like the whole cast except for Roseanne. It
I
seemed
mean,
like at least.
after she said those comments, so that's why she
Yeah,
got.
yeah, yeah,
But they
yeah,
kicked her
yeah.
off her own show, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But
which is crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
and they still made money. So, um, I don't know. I don't know if there's a reboot
That's
that's
what I'm
been
saying.
successful.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, well, unless you well, no, that wasn't a reboot. That was spinoff. About to say Blackish, Grownish,
I
mixed
never,
mixed-ish, but mixed-ish. I didn't get down with I really didn't get down with mixed-ish. It was
I never
nah.
watched. I didn't watch Blackish. I didn't watch Grownish. I
You don't
just
watch Blackish?
no.
Blackish was quality television. Blackish was quality.
Yeah, yeah. It's the whole primetime TV thing for me. I don't watch a lot of
Mm.
primetime TV. Yeah.
Fair enough. But one thing I will say, I will say that I am hopeful for this to come back and for this to be effective because our culture needs it.
Mm.
However, I want us to just start creating our own. Y'all can get some YouTube. Go find some YouTubers out there that got these YouTube shows and just put a little money in their pocket and let them put that on the big screen. Because some of
Hey,
this
I mean
stuff,
that's how Insecure got started. She did
that's what I'm
Diary of an
saying.
Awkward Black Girl, and then it's. I mean, you got to be consistent. You have to be consistent if you want to get picked up because that's all it is.
Get
Yeah.
Charity says
What
SWAT
YouTube?
was a reboot. Was SWAT a reboot of Was SWAT a
SWAT.
reboot of
SWAT.
CSI? Not CSI. Was SWAT a reboot of CSI or
I don't know.
couldn't have been SWAT?
Only
But what
only
you about to say?
crime show I know if I watch is Law and Order, and not the new one. I watch like the old one from like
Dun, 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 dun. Law and Order.
1970s. 19.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
telling you.
Okay.
You put one. I'm on Was it Sundance? It's Sundance TV, and they play Law and Order from like 9 o'clock in the morning to like 12 o'clock at night. And I used to just sit there and watch Law and Order all day. Same
All these
episodes too.
shows.
Same
All these
episodes.
shows, all these streaming providers.
Yeah. Just give me cable, man. You sent me this one, Jonathan, right
Oh
here.
man.
So one and only Denzel, he said, "Keep your hands off the goods. Stop touching me." It's funny how people think, "Oh, Denzel, he could be playing." And it looked like he playing around.
Say he had issues
Huh,
out there.
don't touch. Stop.
Stop
Stop.
it.
Stop
Stop
it.
it. Okay.
Stop it.
Stop it. Mhm. He had issues out there at the festival.
Uh huh.
Shia LaBeouf had issues. He walking down,
What they do to
taking pictures.
Charlotte?
He just walking, taking pictures. He said, "Y'all gonna make me turn into the old me. Y'all gonna bring the old me out."
And lately, now I've been blessed to be in Cannes, France, okay, and I've seen the hotel where they did
Oh, it's
this
called
at, and
Cons.
yeah, it's
Cons.
the
Okay.
Cannes Film Festival, darling.
See
And
the game.
I have seen the hotel. I have seen the barricades actually because I was there a week after, and they haven't even cleaned up yet. And I mean, it is just a sight to be there, and they still have the banners up of the stars.
Mm,
It's so beautiful and luxurious.
I bet.
But to my point is that they've had a couple issues with the red carpet at this festival over the previous years because it was another star, and she was taking her
Hmm.
picture. She was taking her picture, and told her they told her hurry up. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
you remember that? It was like, excuse me,
Mm,
why are you telling me
yeah,
to
yeah,
hurry
yeah.
up? Are you out of your mind? So yeah, 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 yeah.
Was was that
But
Kelly Rowland? Was that Kelly Rowland that they did that
that
to?
was Kelly.
I
Yes, it
thought so.
was. It was
I thought
Kelly. It
so.
sure was Kelly.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
So although that happened to Denzel Washington, he also received a honorary Palme or d'Or, I don't know, something in France. He received an award that night, and the award is not passed out to everyone. They pick someone every year. It's passed out to 1 or 2 people, and he was honored with that award. They did not even know that he was coming. It was one of those things where he was like, all right, yep, I'm on my way. Cool. Everybody had to prepare for Denzel to be there. And then next thing you know, he's telling people to get your hands off of me. Stop pulling on me.
Get your hand on my pocket, Malcolm X style.
Yeah, stop pulling on
Get your
me.
hand on my pocket.
So that's what I saw scrolling. If you see something that you saw scrolling, guys, send me a DM at producer Britt. And next time you watch the show, you might see what you saw scrolling.
All
I had a
right.
great show, Jonathan. We learned that AI can be the devil at times. It can
Oh my goodness.
it's a gift and a curse because
That's true.
it's producing news, and it has websites, and it's making money, and
Mhm.
be credible, guys. Don't forget to look for a credible source when you're looking for information, and also when you don't want to spread rumors, okay? You
No,
don't want to
no,
be a
no.
rumor spreader,
Don't be that.
okay? So, and then yeah, and just all the news. And remember, it's okay for us to have sculptures of ourselves, guys. You don't have to achieve you don't have to achieve something. You don't have to die to get a
Mm,
sculpture. Like,
mm,
good
mm.
Lord.
You can just be black and be proud of your
You can
sculpture.
just be black and be proud,
Okay.
okay? Girl had her hand on a hip, and she was cute. So she had her braids in, fresh braids at that, okay?
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Slade.
yeah,
We
yeah.
not mad about it. We not mad about it.
Slade, we're not mad about it. All right, Jonathan,
Hey.
close us out.
Yeah,
Bye,
man. Shout,
guys.
shout, shout out to the artists, man. Keeping them edges slayed. But y'all, for just to make sure that everybody knows, right? As you listen to the show, as you watch the show, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up so YouTube knows that you know that we all like the show. Okay. So hit the thumbs up, and then YouTube will make sure that you never miss any of this content. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. And also, y'all, just like producer Britt said, check them sources, check them facts, but most importantly, check the people that's all around you. Check the people. Because remember, it's a whole nother message for a whole nother day. But remember, even Judas betrayed Jesus, and he was right there in his friend group. So check what's around you, check your sources, and check your facts. But family, we're about to go ahead and slide out of here. I'm Jonathan Jones. That is producer Britt, and this is Speak Your Success in the Morning. As always, remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. But remember to speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other